nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
Elmhurst University, the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin, and the NCAA promote good sporting behavior by student-athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student-athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student-athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. At this time, we ask that you please stand if you are willing and able and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet today's starters for the visiting Cornell. Number 3, Alexis Partida. Number 5, Autumn Hirsch. Number 6, India Smith. Number 8, Bryn Miroslavic. Number 9, Meg Lewis. Number 12, Isla Jeffrey. Number 13, Tess Cooper. Number 14, Cece Sinoni. Number 18, Sabrina Ibanez. Number 24, Cayenne Greenwald. Number 25, Madeline Sheets. And number 99, Hannah Misch. And now the starting lineup for your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Number 1, Gracie Eastman. Number 2, MC Brown. Number 3, Jack Bononi. Number 4, Kendall Sheppy. Number 5, Jalissa Diaz. Number 7, Hannah Jacob. Number 12, Michaela Armstrong. Number 13, Paige Moniz. Number 14, Bella Roque. Number 15, Andrea Mertlin. Number 18, Paige Palermo. And number 19, Savannah Sinise.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Elmhurst University Women's Lacrosse action as the Rams of Cornell College invade Langhorse Field. I'm Bill Downing, getting ready to carry you through this non-conference tilt here tonight. The Blue Jays coming in 1-2 overall, and the Rams from Cornell College 4-1 overall. Both teams have yet to play a conference game. For the Blue Jays, that's the CCIW, and for the Rams, that's MWLC. Last time out, Marion came in here and beat the Blue Jays by 10, 18-8. Next game up for the Blue Jays. They'll be on the road at Concordia, Wisconsin on the 23rd, 27th at UW Stevens Point before returning back here on the 30th against St. Benedict. And then on the 3rd of April, believe it or not, against DuPage at 7. Blue Jays in their whites with the blue numbers trimmed in black, and the Rams in their purple and white numbers. Taking a look at the starters for the Rams. It's going to be Partida, Hirsch, Smith, Miroslavich, Lewis, Jeffrey, Cooper, Zanoni, Ibanez, Grinenwald, and Sheets in between the pipes, Hannah Meach. And for the Blue Jays, as we're looking at the opening draw here tonight, it's going to be Eastman, Brown, Vanoni, Sheppy, Diaz, Jacob, Armstrong, Moniz, Roque, Mertlin, Palermo, and Savannah Sanis between the pipes. And Cornell with the opening draw win. And we are underway here tonight, a very cool, much different evening than we had the last time. Slight mist in the air. That's India Smith with it on the far wing for the Rams. They're going to move in. They're going to split a couple defenders, and this one dropped right at the foot of Sanis, and I believe we are going to have... Now it's going to be Blue Jays ball. I thought maybe it was going to be a free position. And awarded to the Blue Jays. Savannah Sanis, the sophomore out of Corona, California, between the pipes tonight. Sanis waiting for an opportunity to release the long pass, and that's one thing with Cornell. You got to be very careful. This team will score and score often. Right down the seam, that's Ibanez. They've scored 71 even-strength goals this season to 22 for the Blue Jays, and we have a whistle away from the ball. See, is this going to be a free position right off the bat? And it looks like it is going to be. And it's going to be Sabrina Ibanez, the 5'8" sophomore from San Diego, California. Here's the free position. She stops. She drew the double team. Smart move. Then right out in the middle and score. C.C. Zanoni, the junior from Mundelein, Illinois, makes it 1-0 Rams. 1 minute into this contest, and the Rams have drawn first blood. Now that was a good move. You take a look at how that all started. It all came off the free position by Ibanez. She drew the double team, then withdrew, dropped it over to the wing, then a quick double team, then wide open in the middle is CC Zanoni. The junior, as I mentioned, from Mundelein, Illinois, makes it 1-0 Cornell. Mertland in the draw for the Blue Jays. And a fight for it, and it would be Blue Jays ball. Nicely done. Kendall Sheppy, the senior from Lebanon, Illinois, on the far wing. Picked up defensively by Meg Lewis. Here's Mertland down the middle, trying to connect with Hannah Jacob. Kept alive by Roque. Roque on the near wing. Elmhurst, their first offensive possession. That's Mertland up top, over to Eastman. Now MC Brown. Brown back with it. Back out to the point, that's Mertland. 1-0 Cornell. Here's Roque with it. You can see how the Rams are extending it past that 12-meter fan. Here's Mertland with it. You see some of the defenders can only go on one side of the 30. Otherwise, there'll be an offsides. And this one picked off by the Rams. And you will see this team go from defense to offense quicker than most teams. Here comes Zanoni, who already has the one goal on the near wing for the Rams in purple. Back out to the point. That was Meg Lewis, the junior from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now Cornell will move it along the far wing. Now they'll start to move it behind Sanis. Now back out to the point again. Meg Lewis, 9 times out of 10, will be the point person. And then Lewis moves down toward the far wing, drops it down low, and Cornell will be closest to it, so they'll retain the possession with 42 on the shot clock, 12:01 on the game clock. It's 1-0 Cornell on a goal by CC Zanoni. This will stay with the Rams. No, it will not. It'll be given to the Blue Jays. Not sure I saw the official with his hand in the direction of Cornell. Cornell picks it off and right down the middle. We talked about it with Meg Lewis. Ball down on the turf, and the Rams come up with it. Zanoni with it. Will drop it. Well, they wanted to bring it back out to the point to Lewis, and now they do. Back over to the near side, India Smith. What a town. Treasure Island, Florida. Sign me up. Right down the middle and just off the stick of Sanis. That was a nice stop. Point blank shot that time by Meg Lewis. Here's Cornell trying to wrap around. Then right back out front. Splits the defenders. Drop off by Ibanez. Fight for it just outside the crease. And Sanis will come up with it for Elmhurst. And almost a turnover deep in the attack zone for the Rams. Fight for it out at this beautiful new turf here at Langhorse Field. Boy, that Blue Jay sticks out. Right at the 50. It looks like we already have ourselves an early card. Let's see if it's going to be a green. It is. It's going to be 1 minute. Andrea Mertland, the sophomore from Grand Rapids, Comstock Park. As I mentioned last time, a really good place if you like good food and good baseball with the West Michigan Whitecaps there. Just as you get into Grand Rapids. I believe it's now Lake Michigan Credit Union Field. Good friend Dan Hasty, the broadcaster for the Single A Tigers organization. Great place to go. Here's Cornell Ibanez on the near wing. She went left, then right, back out to the point. Drops this one off for Zanoni. Zanoni with it. Loses it out of the wickets, and now the Blue Jays will come up with it. And then they lose it, and then there's a whistle. 9:55 left here in the first, 1-0. Fanoni knocked down, and we may end up having a yellow. We do this time. And that was an early yellow for Autumn Hirsch, the freshman from Pingree Grove, Illinois. So now each team a player down. Mertling getting ready to come out of the penalty box. Getting the wrists all taped up. It's cold weather. You gotta make sure that you're protected, and that's probably where she's taken a stick or two right to the wrist. And I tell you, that's going to definitely hurt on a night like this. Here come the Blue Jays looking to even this one up. Sheppy with it on the near wing. Now it's Eastman. Eastman at the point. Looking to dump this one off. She does to Brown. Now Brown will move in on the near wing. Drops it down low. That was Sheppy. Sheppy, 4 or 5 different purple jerseys right on her as soon as she entered just above the 12-meter fan, and then knocked back out again, and we have a whistle, and it will remain with Cornell. Cornell not wasting any time. Here's Lewis. Up to Zanoni, who has the lone goal here today. So switches from right to left on the near wing. Smith went left, now right, draws the double team at the point. Then she goes left again, splits 3 defenders right in the very middle, ball loose. And Sandus will come up with it. Good swarming D by the Blue Jays. Much better start here tonight than they did against Marion. Even though they had a 7-6 lead going into halftime, that second half was something that the Blue Jays, I know they worked on coming into this game here with Cornell. They were able to score 1 goal in that second half, and it was all Marion. Here they look to clamp down on a much more higher scoring team as the Rams. Here's Smith with it at the point. 60 on the shot clock, 7:55 on the game clock. It's 1-0. Smith loses it. Fanoni comes up with it, then the Rams get it right back. Both teams back to even strength after the green and yellow cards. This is Lewis right up the middle. Drops it off to Hirsch. Here's Ibanez. Ibanez trying to split the 2 defenders. Goes right. Tries to throw it back. Good defense there by the Blue Jays. And then we have a whistle, and this might be a free position. Looks like it's going to be. And it's going to be Meg Lewis, the junior from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Lewis will take it from the far wing. 1-on-1 with Savannah Sandus. It's 1-0 Cornell. Free position for Meg Lewis. Cornell looking to make it 2-0. Sandus looking for another great stop here early on. And she does. Lewis tried to go for the far post, and that one went wide left. 52 on the shot clock for Cornell. Zanoni back out front. That one loose. Sandus will get it back. How about that? This is what got him in trouble in the second half right here was the outlet passing. And you can see Cornell right now swarming to the players. They're going to have to get rid of that ball. And I believe this one's going to be given right to the Rams. Almost like a delay of game of some sort behind Sanis. Just could not get that ball to a teammate. Here's Smith on the near wing. Goes right. Wanted to go back left, but couldn't. Well, I don't know if that was contact or just slippery conditions right there. CC Zanoni will get the free position already with the goal. The junior from Mundelein looking to make it 2-0 Cornell. Here was 6:33, and she does. Second goal tonight for CC Zanoni makes it 2-0 Cornell.
Cornell goal number 14, CC Zanoni.
Yeah, right off the free position. Great camera work that we always have here, Suncom.tv. Yes, Greg, that's you, the good cameraman to my left. I tell you, when the conditions get like this, on a new turf, even with just a little bit of precipitation, that could be like walking on ice out there with cleats. So you might see a lot of slipping on this brand new turf, which is absolutely beautiful. The Blue Jay at the 50-yard line, really, really sticks out. We get a full crowd here at Langhorse Field. This place should be rocking. Here's Eastman with it for Elmhurst. Drops to Mertland. Mertland quickly up to Sheppy. Sheppy not wasting any time. Drops it into Roke. Back to Sheppy. Mertland at the point. She gathers it back in. Now finds Eastman. Blue Jays looking to cut into this 2-0 lead by the Rams. 6 minutes left here in the first. 60 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mertland. Elmhurst playing some good D. Let's see what they can do here on offense. And it's going to be Cornell ball. We talk about not wasting any time. Lewis drops this one off to Ibanez. Ibanez right down the seam between the two hash marks. This one way over the head of the intended player. That was Cheyenne Grenenwald, the senior from Ingleside, Illinois. Went to Carmel Catholic. Now the Blue Jays come back. Nice move there by Sheppy, but lays it down on the turf. Sheppy gets it back, then loses it. Well, Sheppy with a good cradle right there. You don't want to commit a turnover. Vanoni with it, and it's going to be given to the Blue Jays. Stoppage at 5:01. 2-0 Cornell here in the first. 65 on the shot clock. Sanis. Here come the Blue Jays. Down 2-0. Nice spin move that time by Armstrong, junior from Valparaiso, Indiana. Valpo. Always a good place to visit. Here's Roke. Roke picked up defensively by Jeffrey. Now Eastman with it. Moves it over to the far hash mark. That's Mertland. Then throws this one away. Blue Jays able to keep that in play in the far corner. Well, that was a good stop there by the Blue Jays, not turning that one over. Just as I say that, here comes Cornell. Lewis knocked down. Zanoni with one of the two goals, and she'll slow it down on the far hash mark. Back out to the point with Smith. Sabrina Ibanez, the sophomore from San Diego, California. Beautiful, beautiful area. Here's Smith. And we have a whistle. And it looks like we might get another free position, and we will. India Smith, senior from Treasure Island, Florida, went to DuPont Manual in Kentucky. That's a long way to get to school. Nice stop there by Sanis. Here comes Brown. Quickly pulls the double team, and here comes Eastman now. Eastman moving it back toward the middle. Blue Jays looking to cut into this lead. Eastman. She's hit, and she's going to get a free position. I saw the laundry come out of the official's hand. He's walking around with the yellow flag. Let's see if Gracie Eastman, the junior from Austin, Texas, can make it 2-1. She'll go one-on-one with Hannah Meach, sophomore from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Eastman in the Blue Jays. And she does. Nicely done by Gracie Eastman on the free position. And it's 2-1. Blue Jays hanging tough here in the first. Down 2-0, and Eastman makes it 2-1. She knew exactly what she wanted to do right there against Meach. That was only the second shot by the Blue Jays here today. 7 total shots for Cornell. Head coach Sloan Baumgartner, first season at the helm of the Blue Jays. Meredith Meyer, the 9th season, the helm of the Rams. Here's Eastman. Just scored the first goal for the Blue Jays here tonight. It's 2-1. 2:45 left here in the first. Eastman moves it back over into the corner. That's Roque. Back to Eastman. She went left then right. Slows it down. That's Mertland at the point. Paige Moniz from Montgomery, Illinois out there. Drops this one down in the middle. That was a great idea, trying to find Roque out front. Blue Jays trying to pick this one off, and they will. They'll get a fresh 90 with 2 minutes on the clock. Don't want to waste this opportunity. Here's Mertland. Meg Lewis on Mertland. Lewis will take the point defensively. Blue Jays move it in on the far wing. Here's MC Brown. Back over to Mertland here on the near wing. Now Moniz back to Mertland. Blue Jays taking their time. They want to get a good shot off. Down 2-1. Here's Eastman. A little stop and drop. Now Mertland will switch sides. Now moves to the far wing. This one up in the air. Brown will pick it off. 37 seconds and 1:10 left on the game clock. 30 on the shot clock. Trying to drop this one down low. Blue Jays come up with it again. Good play there by Sabrina Scola. 18 on the shot clock, under a minute left on the game clock here in the first. Trying to find Brown down low. And Meach able to get the stop. Long way for the Rams to go. They're up 2-1 with 36 seconds left here in the first. Rams again not wasting any time whatsoever. They got 22 seconds. They're into the attack zone. This one just misses the stick of Autumn Hirsch. And the Blue Jays will have it with 10 seconds left. Don't want to turn it over here. And the Blue Jays are going to be careful with it. Smart play. Here comes Sheppy, and that will be it for the first. 2-1 is your score. Rams up by 1. 2 goals by Cece Zanoni for the Rams, and a free position goal by Gracie Eastman makes it 2-1 at the end of 1. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second period action live here from Langhorse Field. It's 2-1 Rams at the end of 1.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
2-1 is your score at the end of 1. We were talking about the scoring by both these teams. The Rams even strength on the season with 71 goals, now with 73, and the Blue Jays with 22, now with 23. The high scorers for the Rams. I mean, it's pretty much set in stone. India Smith with 21-16 for Zanoni, and Ibanez with 10. That pretty much is your scoring. There are others that have pitched in, but those three are the only ones in double digits. And for the Blue Jays, Eastman with 9, Sheppy with 5, Mertlin with 5. Teams will switch sides, and we're underway, and the Rams not wasting any time, just like what they did at the beginning of the first. Here's Lewis with it behind the cage, guarded by Savannah Sanis out of Corona, California. Rams with 7 shots, 1 recorded for the Blue Jays. Here's Ibanez. She'll move in on the far wing. She falls down on her own, picked up by India Smith, one of the 3 that we talked about. High scoring, and they're going to keep a real close eye on those 3. They're going to get their shots, but they want to limit the good shots. Nice move there by Smith, but then quickly double-teamed. Miroslavich drops it over to the far wing. Here's Ibanez trying to split the defenders. And we have looks like a penalty on this one. I'm not sure we're going to see a card, but this will be a free position. This will be given to Sabrina Ibanez. 1-on-1 with Savannah Sanis. Here's Ibanez, and goes lower quadrant and makes it 3-1.
Cornell goal number 18, Sabrina Ibanez.
Free position goal for Ibanez makes it 3-1. 13:40 left until halftime. Well, Ibanez knew exactly what she wanted to do, and I think that's smart. We talked about the condition of the brand new turf with a little bit of precipitation on it. You skip that ball off there, it makes it a little bit more difficult to defend. That might be exactly what everybody has been asked to do at this point. I mean, if you have a shot, top shelf, shoulder up, you go ahead and take it. But if you can skip one off this turf, it's like skipping a stone on water. And here's the draw. 3-1 Rams. 13:40 left until halftime. And the Rams will come back out with it. Banez just scored that free position goal to give the Rams a 2-goal lead. Now Cornell will chew up some of this clock. Banez moves it into Smith at the point. A good perimeter defense set up by the Blue Jays. They are really making the Rams having to work here. Not allowing him to cut anywhere. Just as I say that, Lewis tries to cut in the middle, and then she scores amongst 3 Blue Jays, make it 4-1. That was a tough shot by Meg Lewis.
Cornell goal number 9, Meg Lewis.
And quickly with 2 goals right after the first period break, and we're going to have a timeout for the Blue Jays. 9 shots now for Cornell, 1 for Elmhurst. 4-1 is your score. 7-1 ground balls in favor of the Rams. 10 turnovers for Elmhurst, 6 for Cornell. 2 goals by Zanoni. Free position goal by Ibanez. And then Meg Lewis with the last tally makes it 4 for the Rams. And a free position goal for Gracie Eastman makes it 4-1. Timeout on the field for the Blue Jays. They will hit the road the next couple contests. The 23rd at Concordia University, Wisconsin. 1 p.m. draw. 27th at UW Stevens Point. 7 p.m. draw before back here on the 30th for St. Benedict. That's a 3 p.m. draw. And then April 3rd, College of DuPage, 7 p.m. draw. Conditions have really changed from this morning. It was stormy, lightning, wind, possible bad weather down to the south of us here tonight, but here we're looking pretty good. The score is 4-1 here on the campus of Elmhurst University. Spring sports is upon us. Just the sound of the word spring makes me want to break out the shorts and get outside. Everybody, a lot of my friends ended up hitting the road, going down south for spring break. Here with 12:53 left in the second, it's 4-1 Cornell. Here's the draw. There's the whistle. Nice pick up that time by Sheppy and the Blue Jays. Here's Mertland moving it down the seam. Mertland picked up by India Smith. Smith not giving her any ground whatsoever. That pass picked off by Alexis Pardilla, senior from West Liberty, Iowa. Little known fact, if I remember right, West Liberty has himself a pretty nice little dirt track there. If you like racing in the Midwest, that's one of the spots. Sprint Car Hall of Fame is in the state of Iowa. And the World of Outlaws will be at one of the racetracks that I work at this summer. That's going to be fun, a 2-night deal in September, I believe. No, it's either September or October. They'll be on a Friday and a Saturday. Here's Mertland for the Blue Jays. Drops that one down low. Eastman with it. Now Mertland at the point, surveying the scene. She's not given much breathing room whatsoever. Here's Moniz with it. Went left, now right, back to the left. Finds Gracie Eastman, the lone goal scorer for the Blue Jays on a free position goal. Nice move by Sheppy. Sheppy drops it down to Eastman on the far wing. Eastman trying to get close, but Tess Cooper not allowing her, the junior from Morton, Illinois. Then the Rams pick this one off, and they look to transition quickly. Here comes Cornell with a 3-goal lead. Zanoni at the point, then she looks back. She cradles that ball far enough to where nobody could get to it. Banez with 10:20 left until halftime. Banez goes left, splits the defenders, drops this one down on the turf. Picked up by Haley Sealer, sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska, behind the cage. Cornell trying to move this one down low. This one at the turf, at the point. Cornell trying to track this one down. They do. India Smith. Here's Ibanez on the near wing. Drops that one out to the point. That's Lewis. Lewis with a pick. Trying a little give and go down low. That was Zanoni. Zanoni now with it. One-on-one with MC Brown. She'll go right, then spins left. Then shoots this one down low. Nice stop that time by Sanis. Gets it out to Brown. The Blue Jays hanging tough. Here's Sheppy. Finds Eastman. Eastman moving along the near wing. Blue Jays look to cut this lead in half. If they can score here, Eastman with a free position. Pass by Moniz is picked off. Here come the Rams in return. Hirsch with it along the near wing. Nice play defensively that time by Armstrong. Keeping Hirsch away. Here's Ibanez at the point for Cornell. 8:25 left until halftime. 60 on the shot clock. 4-1's your score. Meg Lewis drops this one off into the far wing or near wing to Hirsch. Rams split right down the middle, and a nice play that time and a goal by Cheyenne Grenenwald. Makes it 5-1. But she split the two defenders and on her way down to the ground.
For Cheyenne Greenenwald.
And it's 5-1. Well, it was a good defensive stand by the Blue Jays, but for Grinenwald, that was a great play. Going down to the turf, she was able to a rising shot on Savannah Sanis to make it 5-1. It's a 4-goal lead with 7:54 left until halftime. Here's the draw. Eastman comes up with it for Elmhurst. She'll move it to the near wing. Every time Eastman has it, she's going to be picked up by India Smith. Cornell's way of slowing down Gracie Eastman. And right out in the middle again, this one picked up by Jeffrey. Still on the turf, MC Brown. I believe we're going to have a free position on this one. Looks like a hit almost to the head, but they're going to give the free position, I believe. It's going to be Brown. Nope, they're going to give this to Mertlin. Andrea Mertlin, the sophomore from Grand Rapids, Comstock Park. Here's the shot, and then right over the top. It didn't miss by much. That was a good job. As Meach had the stick down low, and you can see it on the replay. Meach had that stick, kind of went down and then went up quickly. So she had her beat. It's a good idea. Looks like Mertlin may have a broken stick out there. Something is not right with Mertlin. Talking to the coaching staff there. Cornell not wasting any time. Here's Sealer with it behind the cage. Let's see what Mertlin was talking about next time she comes by the bench area. Here's India Smith. Went right, then left, now right. Drops this one down low and score. CC Zanoni with a hat trick. That's her third. Well, nothing you can do about that. Zanoni would not be denied, and that's her third tonight. And just like that, at the end of one period, it was 2-1. Now it's 6-1. Let's see what Mertlin was talking about. There's an issue with her stick. Just like in hockey, they're going to tape up the end of that stick so you can possibly get a better grip on the heel of that stick. 6:26 left here in the first half. The Rams have opened up a 5-goal lead. Zanoni with 3 goals. Now with 19 on the season. Rams trying to come back out with this one, and they do. Ibanez, this one knocked out of the sticks. Here comes Eastman and the Blue Jays. Eastman back out of the point. She went left, then right, and she's pushed out. We talked about this. India Smith right on Eastman every time she touches that ball. This one off the stick or the post. Picked up by Hannah Meach. Sophomore from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Here's Eastman. Back out to Mertlin at the point. 60 on the shot clock, 5:35 on the game clock, 6-1 Cornell. And score, and the Blue Jays have scored their second here tonight, up to a 4-goal lead now. Blue Jays needed that one, and they needed that one bad. Mertlin with the goal makes it 6-2. Take a look at that replay right there. You can see it down low, a breakdown defensively for the Rams right out in the middle. And Meach knew it. As soon as that ball was released, she had no chance. .5:29 left here in the first half. Here's the draw. And the Blue Jays will come up with it. It's Eastman. Sabrina Ibanez on the sideline for the Rams, being tended to by the training staff. Here's Eastman for the Blue Jays, looking to cut this lead in half if they can score right here. Eastman looking for her second. They try that same play down low. That's Mertland. And Meach will come up with it, and the Rams. Now the Blue Jays will get it back. Back and forth we go. Here's Sheppy on the near wing. Sheppy one-on-one with Smith. Smith trying to come up with this one. Sheppy needs to pick it up. She does. Finds Eastman. Eastman at the point. Moves it over to Mertland. Mertland back to Eastman. This one loose. Now with Scola. Now Mertland for the Blue Jays. 52 on the shot clock, 4 minutes on the game clock here in the second half, and it's 6-2 Cornell. Rams trying to come up with it on the far wing. Blue Jays do. Here come the Blue Jays. They're trying to move it in on the near side. Picked up by Salmon. O'Rourke. Eastman moves from behind the cage to the near wing. Here's Sheppy. Sheppy on the far wing tries to skip this one in, trying to go for the far post, just missed. 5 on the shot clock. Blue Jays are going to have to get this shot off quick. It's going to have to be a pass, catch, and throw. There's the pass. And this will be a shot clock violation. Six to 2 is the score. Oh, we're going to have a card here. Paige Moniz with a green card. Power play for the Rams, 1 minute on the green card. Smith moves it in on the far hash mark. She'll settle in, move it back toward the middle. Well, the Rams on this power play, a little sloppy play. Vanoni picks it up. Nice play, and then, wow, hit from behind, and we should have a yellow here. And we do. A yellow and a green. So it's going to be a yellow card on Autumn Hirsch. Hit from behind on Vanoni. Sophomore from Issaquah, Washington. 2 minutes on that one. Banez with her leg taped up now. See if the Blue Jays can make the Rams pay here. 2:26 left. Looking to cut this lead in half. They can score right here. Here's Mertland right down the middle. India Smith toe to toe right there. Mertland gives this one off. Nice play. Here's Sheppy. Sheppy moves in on the far wing. Tries to skip this one by. And this will remain with the Blue Jays. Well, that was a great idea right there. On the right. Tried to go opposite direction. 64 on the shot clock, 150 on the game clock. 6-2 is your score. Mertland and the Blue Jays down by 4. Now on the power play. Salmon gives this one up. Here's Sheppy. Trying to drop this one down low. Back to Sheppy. This one's still loose, and the Rams will come up with it. Long stretch pass right out of the gate, and that's Zanoni. She's got 3 goals, and she has the ball. 70 seconds left here in the first half, 6-2 Cornell. Here's Lewis. She had it at the point, now moves it to the near wing. Smith and the Rams. Little perimeter passing. Smith draws the double team at the point. Spins right. Then draws the triple team. Lewis picks it up just prior to going out of bounds. 50 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. That's Lewis. Ball down on the turf. Nice play. And Sandus will come up with it. One last push here for the Blue Jays here in the first half. Out to Eastman. Eastman blows by Ibanez. Has to stop at the 30. Eastman had that one knocked out. Scola comes up with it, then she's knocked down. This will stay with the Blue Jays. They got 2 seconds. Got to get a shot off here. Here's Eastman. And will we have a free position with no time on the clock? We may have that here. Let's see what they do. They will give the free position with no time on the clock. Gracie Eastman looking to cut this lead in half. Looking for her second free position goal of the night, the junior from Austin, Texas. They may say 2 seconds on the clock, and that's what I think they're looking at. So they will have 2 seconds, but this will be the final shot. As soon as that whistle goes, you're going to see Eastman go right at Hannah Meach. Now Eastman will move it over toward the farther side. And she continues to move it farther over. Here we go. Eastman. Shot. Oh, off the post. Oh, my gosh. Could have made it any closer right there. That one ended up hitting the post. You look at that replay. My gosh. I mean, the postman only rings once, they say. And that one right there just misses, making it 6-3. Well, it's 6-2, and we're at halftime. CC Zanoni with 3 goals. Grenenwald with 1, Ibanez with 1, and Lewis with 1, and a free position goal for Eastman, and Mertlin with a goal. Makes it 6-2. We are at halftime. 13 shots for the Rams, 7 for the Blue Jays. It's 6-2. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with second half action.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Are you ready for one of life's greatest adventures? You'll find one at Elmhurst University. The Elmhurst experience is getting to know each other.
We know this is the biggest step of your life so far, but we are here to take it with you.
Much like life, your college years will be full of adventure. The best part is, we're here to guide you through it all.
I knew as soon as I stepped on Elmhurst campus that this was going to be my home for the next 2 years. It sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. You just know.
As you move through the application process, you'll become best friends with your advisors. They will help you answer questions about financial aid, scholarships, campus life, and class schedules.
Elmhurst will call me every week about the financial aspect of it and about helping me see which credits would transfer over. Just believe what you see because the people really care about you here.
The college search is all about finding the right fit. And by the time you arrive on campus, we're confident you will feel like one of us.
When I was looking at other colleges, it just didn't feel like people cared and wanted you there the same way that when you came to Elmhurst, they just really wanted you to be there and to learn and grow. And I felt like I would be comfortable coming here.
The Elmhurst experience is joining our Blue Jay family for life. Our Blue Jay family welcomes you with open arms. This is a place where you belong and are comfortable to be yourself.
What we promise to do is to create the learning environment for you that allows you to feel like you belong, that allows you to feel like you can be your best self here.
When you get here, the fun begins. Orientation and move-in days are campus-wide celebrations. Classes start, and you'll begin to form your Elmhurst network right away.
The goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
Being a place of welcome, a place of belonging, that every student at Elmhurst belongs not just in college, but at Elmhurst specifically.
Anything you need, we're here to help. Because that's what family does.
I could just tell that there was that sense of community, and it just feels so natural and like a home. Obviously, the teachers and the professors and everything that we have here for education is amazing, but it's how I feel here that makes it even better.
The Elmhurst experience is learning from the best. The academic programs of Elmhurst make the country's best of lists every year. Choose from 70 majors and 15 pre-professional programs, or challenge yourself intellectually in our honors program.
The honors program helped me understand real-life impacts of what I was learning in the classroom by actually taking me there.
Another important opportunity for our students is to be able to do research and then be able to present their research at national conferences.
We believe that relationships between our students and our faculty and staff is at the core of the experience here. We place a great emphasis on being partners in our students' success stories and in their educational experience. And we feel that that's the best way to experience education and to be transformed, is to feel like you're on this path, but you're not alone.
You can trust us to prepare you for relevant, emerging careers in our evolving world.
One of the other benefits of an interdisciplinary degree is that you have access to the faculty and to the departments across the campus. So rather than being just in one primary department, suddenly you have faculty and mentors from art and from English and from computer science.
The Elmhurst experience is exploring your passions outside the classroom. Elmhurst is more than a place to get a great education. It's where you can have a great time. Explore more than 100 student activities, clubs, and organizations.
So I've been involved in lots of student groups on campus. It's a really fun way to meet people, but also to give back.
Check out a game or two. With 20 NCAA Division III teams, there's plenty to choose from.
I ran at Elmhurst. During that time, I studied abroad in 7 different countries. I think that really speaks to the Elmhurst experience. There are ways to be involved on campus. There's ways to still compete at a high level. But I was still able to do some things because I went to a place like Elmhurst that supported me to go and see the world and do other cool things as well.
The Elmhurst experience is preparing for the future.
We believe that a strong liberal arts foundation, enhanced by professional preparation, will best educate our students as citizens and leaders.
Our campus resources help you to be the best student you can be and land the best career opportunity in your chosen field. Your time with us is designed to prepare you for a rewarding life after graduation.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution.
We know your Elmhurst experience will be iconic because it's customized for you and by you. So the question is, what will your Elmhurst experience be?
Defend yourselves. Make yourselves known. Always.
Six to 2 is your score. We are at halftime. Cece Zanoni with 3 goals, Banez with 1, Grinenwald with another 1, and Meg Lewis with the 6th. And for the Blue Jays, 3-position goal by Gracie Eastman, and Andrea Mertlin with the other goal makes it 6 to 2. We were talking about Cornell, 4-1 overall, have yet to play a conference game in the MWLC, and Elmhurst also no conference games in the CCIW. They are 1-2 coming into this, and they will be on the road for the next 2 at Concordia University, Wisconsin on the 23rd, 27th at UW Stevens Point. Six to 2 is your score. Rams in purple if you're just joining us. Blue Jays in the white and the blue. Blue Jays will be going left to right, and here's the draw to start the second half. We are underway. Meg Lewis, 6-foot junior out of Santa Fe. A pivot person for this team. She'll take the draws. If not, she'll be near the draw circle. And she always finds her way around that ball. Here's another one, India Smith. And the Blue Jays know it too, and they just maintain the pressure to make sure she doesn't get a good shot off, if any. This one down on the turf, and coming up with it nicely is Sanis. Sophomore out of Corona, California, went to Santiago High School. Here come the Blue Jays with their first possession here in the second half. That was Jacob trying to get it out to Eastman. Eastman keeps this one alive. What a smart play. Tiptoeing right here on the sideline. Here comes Eastman. And she's got numbers and she has speed. And just as I say that, Meg Lewis catches up with her. Here's Eastman. And she's going to be hit, looks like maybe possibly in the back of the head. No call. Well, she'll get the free position, but there won't be a green or a yellow card distributed. Eastman looking for another free position goal. And she goes low, skips it in there, and that's her second one. Make it 6-3. Nice play that time by Gracie Eastman. That's her second free position goal.
Elmhurst goal number 1, Gracie Eastman.
That one skipped in there underneath the stick of Hannah Meach. Makes it 6-3. See right here, Eastman knew exactly. She had that ball up high, then brought it about shoulder height. And just gripping and ripping right by Hannah Meach. Mertland in the draw. And here's the second draw here in the second half. And Eastman comes up with it. Blue Jays with a sense of urgency here to start this second half. Exactly what they needed. Here's Mertland. They can get a goal right here. They can cut the lead down to 2. This one down on the turf. Picked up in and out of the wickets there of Roque. And we have another whistle, and I believe it's going to be another free position. Blue Jays will take these all night. And it's going to be Andrea Mertland. She already has 1 goal. Let's see if she can make it a 2-goal lead right here. Cut into this lead. Score! How about that one? Mertland's second. And it's 6-4.
Elmhurst goal number 15, Andrea Mertland.
It's more like it right there. The memo reads right now is to skip it down low on Hannah Meach. She's having a hard time picking that ball up. And you can kind of see on the replay right there, she'll bring that stick up and then lowers it down to shoulder height. And then just rips it by Meach. And it's 6-4. And here we go. Keep your hands in the ride at all times. Now standing up. This is a good one right here. It's 6-4. Mertland on the draw. 13:20 left here in the third. Mertland comes up with the draw and the Blue Jays. Eastman loses it, and I believe that was Smith that came up with it. Here's Sealer and the Rams on the near wing. Under 13 left here in the third. It's 6-4 Cornell. Rams using that perimeter passing. India Smith draws the double team. Now they'll move it behind the cage. Protected by Savannah Sanis. Quick double team on the wing. Talk about good D right there. Smith somehow caught that one. They keep moving it back down low. This one on the turf. Players all over the place. Oh, and they're going to give this to Cornell. It looked like to me that Kendall Sheppy was the one that got knocked down. As you can see, a fight for the ball. Then all of a sudden, Sheppy goes flying. But they are going to give a free position. No, they're going to give this to Elmhurst, I believe. Okay, they did whistle it to Cornell, and now Elmhurst has it. So the Blue Jays will take this one. Either way, it's Elmhurst ball, down by 2. This is where Cornell's good. They like to check the ball as much as possible and force turnovers in the attack zone. Here's Eastman for Elmhurst. She'll move along the near wing. Eastman moves in. She quickly draws a double team. That one kind of obstructed. Still on the turf. Who's going to come up with it? Still down on the turf. Can see it from up here. And the Rams will come up with it, and that's going to be a card for this one. Looks like contact to the head. And it will be a yellow. Let's see who's going to get the call. It's going to be Mertland. Inadvertent either way. Officials will call that one all day. Again, with no helmet to protect the head, only the eye protection. So a power play now for the Rams. See if the Blue Jays can hold fast. 6-4. Here's Smith. Long pass here to the near wing. That one's still loose. Picked up by Miroslavich. India Smith. With the power play knocked down by Brown, and the Blue Jays will come up with it. Now, all the Blue Jays have to do is work this ball down, get a good shot, chew up some time off this power play of the Rams. And you got to be careful. You don't want to give up any rushes, especially down by one player. Here's Eastman. Back out to Sheppy here on the near side. That's MC Brown on the wing. Out to Roque. Roque drops this one off to Eastman. She's picked up by two Rams. Back over to Brown on the near wing. Sheppy, and we'll have a whistle. And we might get another card here. And who's going to go this time? It's going to be another free position. Eastman looking for the hat trick. Well, they can do this shorthanded. This is a treat. Oh, and that one just went wide of the far post. Blue Jays will maintain the possession with 38 on the shot clock. 10 minutes left here in the third. 6-4. Blue Jays down a player due to a yellow card on Mertland. Here's Eastman. Right now it looks like Elmhurst on the power play. Eastman at the point. Underhands that one. That one over to Sheppy. Uh-oh, almost a disaster offensively. Sheppy trying to gather this one back, and she does. 3 seconds. This is going to be a shot clock violation. Either way, they chew up a ton of clock that time. Both teams back to full strength. Here's India Smith. Far hash mark, cuts it back. We'll move it toward the very middle of the field at the 20. Here's Ibanez after getting her right leg taped up. You can see just above the knee and just below the knee. Here's Ibanez. She has a goal here tonight. Drops it down low. Vanoni. Nice stand defensively. What's the call here? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a free position. And it's going to be taken at a very difficult angle. They'll drop it inside. Sanders with a big stop on the shot by Lewis. 8:30 left here in the third. 6-4 Cornell. India Smith, has nowhere to go. Drops this one down low, looking for Grenenwald. And that's going to be a crease violation, I believe, and it's going to be Blue Jay ball. Savannah Sanis, sophomore, as I mentioned, out of Corona, California, doing a great job between the pipes here tonight. 10 shots for Elmhurst, 14 for the Rams. 19 turnovers for the Blue Jays, 15 for the Rams. Here's MC Brown and the Blue Jays looking to make it a 1-goal lead if they can score here. Brown's got to be careful. Then she cradles it back to the left. Here's Eastman back up top to Mertland at the point. Eastman will move over to the far wing. Here's Brown on the near side. And get a free position or something right here. That's Sheppy. 7:25 left here in the third. 38 on the shot clock. And there's that whistle we were looking for. Unless this is on Elmhurst, this will be a free position. And it's going to be Mertland. Mertland, a free position goal and a regular goal, looking for the hat trick right here to make it a 6-5 score. Here's Mertland. Oh, squeaked that one, trying to come by the near post, and that one didn't miss by much. That may have hit a leg of a defender. Maybe it looks like number 12, Jeffrey, the sophomore from Chaska, Minnesota. Here's Eastman. Eastman behind the cage. Now the Blue Jays move it to the far side. Here's MC Brown. That name sounds familiar. Played basketball. Both men and women's team making the postseason, the CCIW tournament. And the Rams come up with it, and then they lose it. They'll gain it back. Alexis Partida. And they're going to give this one to Cornell with 6:35 and running here in the third, 6-4. And they'll turn this one right back over to the Blue Jays. That's Jacob with the pickup on the ground ball. Now Sabrina Scola. She loses the handle. India Smith and the Rams. Then they'll throw this one away. Picked up by Moniz. Elmhurst now switching the tables. Here's Eastman. Splits a couple defenders, then brings it back toward the middle. Got to be careful and hit from behind. And I believe we are going to see a card here. We are. Let's see who's going to get it. Is Eastman going, or is it going to be two players? Oh, Eastman is going to go for Elmhurst. Looked like she was making a play on the ball. They're saying that. Wow. Not sure about that call. But the Rams will have it, and they will have the power play. Rams moving on the near side. Meg Lewis, one-on-one with Brown. Banez. We talked about the right leg being taped up just above and below the right knee, and we have a whistle away from the ball. We could have an offside here. And we will have, well, what's the call going to be? So this won't be a free position. Oh, green card on Merlin. Now the Rams up. Blue Jays down 2 players. Six to 4, 5:32 left here in the third. Blue Jays down 2 players. Here's Ibanez, and we have a whistle. On top of that, they'll get a free position. Ibanez with 1 free position goal, the sophomore from San Diego. Looks to give the Rams the 3-goal lead back. There's the shot. Tries to go to the far post and missed. And it will be Blue Jays ball. A good idea by the Rams. Savannah Sanis playing great between the pipes here tonight. Blue Jays down 2 players. Here's MC Brown. Got to be very careful right here. Do not want to turn that ball over. Here's Brown. Then splits the defenders and then loses it. And yet another whistle, and the Rams will have it. .63, make it 90 on the shot clock, 4:34 on the game clock here in the third. Ibanez loses it. Vanoni trying to track it down. Ibanez leaves it on the turf. And this one, Sanis with another stop, point blank. Wait a second, that was, well, they're going to give her the goal. That looked like it may have been just inside the crease area. But a good stand by the Blue Jays. It's 7-4. Zanoni, that's her 4th of the night. The junior from Mundelein. Well, that was a good stand. They still have plenty of time. And we're in a timeout. All by the Blue Jays. 7-4 is your score. Shots pretty close, 11-18 in favor of Cornell. Turnovers 21-16. Blue Jays 5 more turnovers than the Rams. Zanoni with 4 goals. Ibanez, Grenenwald, Lewis with the others. And for the Blue Jays, Eastman with 2 and Mertland with 2. Back to a 3-goal lead. When we come back, that wind really starting to howl from the opposing side of the field back across. It's definitely a cold one compared to the last night we had here. That was nice. All the windows open, t-shirts, blue jeans. Winter/spring in the Midwest. Don't forget to head over to ElmhurstBlueJays.com for the latest in the land of the Blue Jays. Baseball, lacrosse, track and field had a wonderful, wonderful season. We have the outdoors, spring sports in full gear. Hard to believe that this year is coming to an end here in just a couple months. We're already in daylight savings time. Bring them clocks ahead and get an extra hour of sunlight makes a huge difference. It makes me more and more tired. Here comes India Smith. 7-4. Rams back up to a 3-goal lead. 3:34 and counting here in the third. Blue Jays holding fast to a very, very high-scoring Rams offense. Smith, and we'll have another whistle. And this will be another free position. This one will go to India Smith. She'll take this one straight on with Savannah Sanis. Sanis been solid here tonight. Here's the shot, and down low and score.
Cornell goal number 6, India Smith.
India Smith with the free position. 5'8" senior from Treasure Island, Florida. You just see right there, held that ball up high and just drove it down into the near corner. And it's back to a 4-goal lead, 8-4, 3:17 left here in the third. Back to the center point here for the draw. Mertlin and Ibanez. Ball straight up in the air. Eastman comes down with it for the Blue Jays. Eastman on the far side of the field. Here's Mertlin. Blue Jays would like to get one back here. Under 3 minutes left here in the third. Down by 4. Eastman having a big night here tonight. Here's MC Brown. Lets that one go on the turf. Trying to pick it back up, and we have a whistle. Foul was on Lewis. Here's Mertlin out at the point. Moniz over to Eastman. Eastman loses it on the turf, and it's still loose. And who are they going to give this to? They are going to give it to the Rams. And just like that, they will, well, it looked like they were going to turn it over. And unfortunately, Sheppy knocks it out for the Blue Jays, so they'll give it right back to the Rams. Here's Ibanez. She goes amongst a couple, spins to the right. And she's met by 3 Blue Jays. Has to withdraw. Back out to Lewis on the near wing. Zanoni, she's got 4 goals, looking for number 5. Santa says not tonight. Nice stop there by the sophomore from Corona, California. Now the Blue Jays need to put that stop and make it an offensive score. Here's Eastman right down the seam. Moves it down, score. That's exactly what you needed to do right there. That was Roque with the goal. Make it 8-5. And that all started with the pass by Eastman. Eastman with a long pass, caught Roque in stride. The senior from Niles, Illinois, makes it 8-5 with minute 12 left here in the third.
Oh, I must be a girl, she was like that. you said you know me well. I'm seeing you, little Steven and Joanna, on the back of my hotel. Oh yeah.
Much needed play and a goal by the Blue Jays makes it a 3-goal lead. It's 8-5 with a minute 12. Here's the draw. 1 minute, 12 seconds left here in the third. It's 8-5 Cornell. And Eastman picks it up for the Blue Jays. She's going to move it along the near wing. Let's see if they can connect again. That one didn't take much time whatsoever. Sheppy with it at the point. She'll go left, puts the brakes on, gives it up to Eastman on the far wing. And the Blue Jays turn that one over, and the Rams look to switch the field. .33 seconds left here in the third. Rams looking for the final shot here in the third. It's Zanoni. She's got 4 goals, looking for number 5. She has the ball at the point. Looking to swing it over to Lewis. She does. Back to India Smith. Smith goes left. Splits the defenders back up in the middle. Ball loose on the turf. Still loose. Still loose. Still down on the field and picked up by Zanoni. And that will be it for the third. Your score 8-5 at the end of 3. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have fourth period action. It's only a 3-goal lead for Cornell. It's 8-5 here on ElmhurstBlueJays.com. We'll be right back.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn. A place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
8-5 is your score upon the fourth period here. Eastman with 2 goals, Mertland with 2, Roke with 1. That's your 5 for Elmhurst. And it's been the CC Zanoni show with 4, Smith with 1, Lewis with 1, Ibanez and Greenenwald with the other. Here's the opening draw for the fourth. 12 shots for the Blue Jays, 20 for the Rams. And that ball straight up in the air. India Smith comes up with it for the Rams. Rams coming in 4-1 overall. Blue Jays 1-2. Blue Jays looking to get back to 500 before they hit the road. We're a couple up in Wisconsin. One at CUW and the other one at UW Stevens Point. Now the Rams looking to move it to the far post on the far wing. They tried to drop this one down low. They were trying to find Ibanez. Ibanez does come up with it on the near wing. Ibanez with a little bit of a screen from Miroslavic. Here's Ibanez. She'll try to scoop this one by Sanis. Not able to do so. Still loose on the turf. And the Rams will come back up with it. Here's Lewis. And we have a whistle. And it looks like we're going to have a free position that might be awarded to Meg Lewis. And it is. Be a big stop here for Sanis. Here's Lewis. And Lewis trying to get this one by and can't. Good defensive stand inside by Brown, amongst other Blue Jays. Rams will pick this one back off deep in their attack zone. India Smith finds Ibanez. Ibanez trying to go near post, couldn't do it. Sanis had that one pinned perfectly. And we have a whistle with a stoppage. Not sure what this stoppage is, but it will be awarded to the Rams, I believe. It is. It's not going to be a free position. Shot clock stopped at 73, and we're back underway. 13 minutes left here in the fourth. Ibanez right up the middle. And we have a whistle. And I see a yellow flag in the hand of the official. Ibanez will get the free position. Well, this could be another big stop here for Savannah Sanis. Ibanez with one free position goal here tonight. It's 8-5. And she scores. Second free position goal for Sabrina Ibanez. And it makes it 9-5 Rams. Sanis had that played well. Just ended up going right underneath that stick. If there was any room, Ibanez found it. Thank you for tuning in here tonight on suncom.tv. And the Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. Greg Rosel to my left. You can see him all over the place. Surprised he wasn't at the Oscars. But no matter what the weather is, we bring you the action live here from Elmhurst University. Here's the draw. And who are they going to give it to? A whistle right off the bat. And they're going to give this to Cornell. Nope, they're going to give it to Elmhurst. Here's Eastman. Down by 4, 9-5. Here's Mertlin with it. Oh, and she loses it. Gets it back. Hounded by Meg Lewis. Anna Meach also at 6 foot with Lewis. Sheppy just misses that pass, and Cornell comes up with it. Here's Ibanez. Ibanez with 2 free position goals, looking for a regular one here on the near wing. She's going to slow this one down, then drops it right back out front and score. Cheyenne Greenenwald with her second goal tonight, make it 10-5.
Cornell goal number 24, Cayenne Greenenwald.
The senior from Ingleside, Illinois. Carmel Catholic. Makes it 10-5 with 11:52 left here in this contest. Here's the draw. 5-goal lead here by Cornell in the fourth. India Smith lost this one up. CC Zanoni. She's had a pretty quiet night with 4 goals. And now Meg Lewis at the point. Blue Jays need to get a stop and turn this into an offensive surge here in the final 11:22. But Lewis stopped as she was trying to go right down the seam. There's another one and score. Bryn Miroslavich with her first tonight, making 11-5 Cornell.
Cornell goal number 8, Bryn Miroslavich.
Sophomore from Woodbury. Yeah, Miroslavich left alone right in the middle. Woodbury, Minnesota, and we're going to have a timeout. 11-12 left here in the fourth. It's 11-5 Cornell. Timeout called by Elmhurst. We're going to take a quick break here. It's going to be a short break. And we'll be back with fourth period action. It's 11-5 Cornell after this break.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
To 5 is your score. Timeout called by the Blue Jays. Rams right now clicking on all cylinders. 25 shots to 12. And the big factor that sticks out right now is the 25 turnovers by the Blue Jays, 16 for the Rams. The Rams right now here in the fourth. Been able to pour it on a little bit here at the latter stages. And they'll win the draw. And India Smith with it for the Rams. Here's Ibanez. Moving it right down the near hash mark. Moves it right down in the middle amongst 3. Make it 4. And Sanis with a nice stop. Good stop there by the sophomore. Anna Jacob, the freshman from Glenview, Illinois, with the ball right in the middle. And we have a whistle. And we got a green card. And it's going to be on Cheyenne Grenenwald. So power play. Much needed one here for the Blue Jays. They need to connect down 11-5 with 10:43 left here in the game. Eastman, she'll move it right down the middle. Bypasses two Rams defenders. Here's Vanoni. Gives this one up to Mertlin. Mertlin right up in the middle. Underhands this one. Sheppy. She'll cut it back to the right. And we have a whistle just prior to the release of that shot. 64 on the shot clock, 10:15 on the game clock. I believe this will be a free position for Kendall Sheppy, senior from Lebanon, Illinois. O'Fallon Township High School. Sheppy looking to make it 11-6. And had a hard time with the handle on that one. Didn't get a good shot off. Here's Vanoni. Moves it in. Loses the handle. And the Rams will come up with it. Right down the middle. That's Zanoni. She's got 4 goals, and she has it on the far wing. And then we have another whistle. .9:43 left. Free position for the Rams. Cannot see the number from here. And back up front. Sealer got the pass from Zanoni. Here's Ibanez and another whistle. Ibanez will get the free position. Looking to make it 12-5. Sophomore from San Diego. There's the shot and scores. She took one step and then ripped it.
Cornell goal number 18, Sabrina Ibanez.
That's her 3rd free position goal. Make it 12-5 now with 9:35 left. .12-5 now. Ibanez with 3, Grenenwald with 2, Zanoni with 4, Lewis, Miroslavich, and Smith with 1. Here's the draw. This one straight up in the air. And coming down with it again is going to be India Smith. Here come the Rams with the possession on the far wing. Picked up defensively by Armstrong. There's Smith. Throws this one down low. Sanis with a nice stop. Smith with it. Far hash mark moves it to the point. Now to the near wing. Smith with it, looking for an opening. She'll spin back left and right. And Smith left wide open and scores. That's her 2nd goal of the night. And it's 13-5.
6, India Smith.
Boy, Smith, once she shed the defender, she went one-on-one with Sanis and scored. .8:48 left. 13-5 is your score. Here's the draw. .8:48 with the clock stopped here in the 4th. 13-5 Rams. Here's the draw, right up in the air, and the Blue Jays will come down with it. Nice play that time by Andrea Mertland. Merlin gives it up to Sheppy. Sheppy's going to try to take this one along the far wing, and she's going to slow it down, brings it out to Merlin at the point. Merlin to Eastman here on the near wing. Eastman slings it over. Vanoni. Shot. Stop by Meach. Vanoni. Running off the field, and it looks like the training staff looking at the right hand. You definitely know when something's wrong, just like that. That might be one of those possible, something to do with a finger for sure. Not a doctor, but I think I've seen something like that before, possibly a dislocated finger. Whatever it is, it's absolutely painful. .803 left. It's 13-5 Cornell. Either way, hand injuries, no matter if it's warm, cold, those are no fun whatsoever. Yikes. Blue Jays looking to claw back into this one. Down 13-5. Under 8 minutes left. And the Rams will come up with this one. Here comes Cornell. Right down the seam is Lewis. Lewis here on the near wing. Loses it right at the point. Ball still loose, and Elmhurst will come up with it. Nice play by Mertland. Finds Sheppy. Here's Eastman. Looks like a 3-on-3 developing. Moniz loses the handle. Now Sheppy comes back with it. Trying to force her out of bounds. Here's Sheppy on the near wing. 6:38 and counting. 13-5 is your score. Mertland at the point. Loses it, gets it back. Tries to go left. She's knocked down. We'll have a whistle. .630 and counting. Blue Jays need goals, and they need them in bundles. Here's Sheppy on the near wing, moves it up to Mertland on the near hash. Here's Eastman right down the middle. She's going to move it back toward the middle. Then she's hit by Smith. Let's see, will we get a free position on this one? I believe we will. Eastman looking for her third free position. Straight on against Meach. Okay, here's Eastman. Underground shot. How about that one? That was a nifty move. Instead of going overhand, she basically scooped that one in for her third free position goal of the night. Now she's got the hat trick. Usually they'll pick that one up. She did, and then quickly moved it down about knee level and just flung that one past. Nice move, 13-6. Well, she's got the hat trick for the Blue Jays. 6:13 left. Seven-goal lead. Zanoni trying to get back into the game. It definitely looked like the pointer finger on the right hand. And the Rams come back with it after a lot of contact at midfield. No call. Here's Smith. Five minutes and 44 seconds left. Meg Lewis with it for Cornell. They'll drop this one down low into Miroslavich, and she'll get a whistle, and she might be getting a free position out of this. And bounces that one toward the far post and misses. Rams will retain the possession. Cheyenne Greenenwald. Rams leading 13-6, 5:15 left. And that one skips in there. And Zanoni's got 5 tonight.
Cornell goal number 14.
Not be stopped on that one. Pulled a couple defenders and ended up getting a shot, bouncing it off the turf. (14-6), 5 minutes and 10 seconds left. Five minutes, 10 seconds left. Here's the draw. Cornell up 14-6 after the 5th goal by Cece Zanoni. And then another one just like that. Haley Sealer with her first. Boy, Cornell just moved that down systematically with 4:58 left on the clock. 15-6 is your score. Wow, that did not take long at all. The Rams looking to get out of here with their 5th win. After scoring back-to-back goals, now the lead up 15-6. Coming into play at this point now is the 10-goal differential. If the Rams can score and make it a 10-goal differential. That clock will continue to run with the exception of timeouts. And the Rams trying to come up with this draw. Still on the turf. Still down on the turf. Who's going to come up with it? Hot potato. And they're going to award this one to Elmhurst. Here's Mertlin with it. Quickly picks up the triple team. Now Sheppy tries to drop this one down low. Was looking for Roke, who already has one here tonight. Blue Jays end up turning that one over, and that could be costly at 4:20 left. 90 seconds on that shot clock. Now down to about 82. And the Rams look to move this one down, leading 15-6. Here's Miroslavich. Has a goal, to her credit. Lewis now with it on the far wing. They're not wasting too much time, but they will keep the ball moving. Here's Smith. Now it looks like they're going to chew up as much clock as they can, and then Smith turns that one over, almost turns it over, excuse me. Lewis now with it. That's Greenenwald right down the middle. And players knocked down all over the place, and we will have a penalty. We see a flag in the official's hands. Let's see who's going to get this one. A lot of contact down low. Let's see what the call's going to be. Well, they're going to pull that flag back. They are, and they're going to just give it to the Blue Jays. Official down to my right had the yellow flag in his hand. This one's stolen by Sealer and the Rams. Sealer trying to drop this one down low. Looking for Greenenwald, not able to come up with it. She does, and then there's a whistle. They'll give this back to Elmhurst on the turnover with 3 minutes exactly left. 15-6 is your score. Here's MC Brown. Brown moving along the far wing, trying to find Eastman. Eastman now will pick it up. Eastman now moves it down the middle between the hash marks, then spins to the right. Eastman loses it, and it looks like India Smith will come up with it. Here's Ibanez and the Rams. 2:28 and counting, 15-6 is your score. Ibanez was out for a brief period while they taped up her right leg, as you can see, just above and below the knee. And now the Rams will just slow things down. They could chew up a remainder of that 2 minutes and 5 seconds with 60 on the shot clock. Can bring it down to 1:03 without the shot. Then Sanis, did she stop it? Yes, she did. Now the Blue Jays need to get something going here very, very quickly. Here's Sanis with it with $1:37 left. MC Brown. Brown just trying to move it into the attack zone. Gives it up to Eastman. Eastman gathers it back on the far wing. Eastman splits the defenders. Now she'll move it back toward the middle of the field. Here's Mertlin. Mertlin moves left to right. 70 seconds left here in this contest. 15-6 Cornell. Here's Eastman. Looked like she wanted to rip one right from there. Jacob back over to Mertlin. 53 seconds left. Back over to Jacob. Jacobs gathers it back. Blue Jays running out of time with 42 seconds left, down 15-6. Here's Eastman in the far corner. Now moving it behind the cage. Looking for Salmon. Blue Jays will have it with 32.7 seconds left, 16 on the shot clock. They can knock this down to about 17 seconds. But the Blue Jays have got to get a shot off here, and they do. Kendall Sheppy with the goal. Make it 15-7. 23.6 seconds left. (15-7) is your score. Cornell. And that replay. Eastman with the assist right there. Nice pass to Sheppy. 23.6 seconds left. 15-7 is your score. Cornell looking to move to 5-1 on the season with a win. And the Blue Jays will drop to 1-3, and they'll be on the road for the next two. At the 23rd, they'll be at Concordia University, Wisconsin. 27th at UW Stevens Point before returning back here to Langhorse Field on the 30th against St. Benedict, and then the 3rd of April against DuPage. Final 16 seconds here tonight. Blue Jays hung tough with a very high-scoring Cornell Rams team. 4 seconds left. And that will do it. And your final score is going to be 15-7 Cornell. Eastman with a hat trick, Sheppy with 1, Roque with 1, Mertland with 2, and for the visitors, Smith with 1, Sealer with 1, Miroslavich with 1, Lewis with 1, Zanoni with 5 goals, Zabanez 3, and Greenenwald with 2. Your final score, 15-7. For everybody here at Langhorse Field and Suncom.tv, Greg Rosal, I'm Bill Downing. Have yourself a good night. Cornell wins 15-7. Go Blue Jays. Good night.